Morning, ma'am.
இல்ல
Welcome to
நான் வச்சுட்டு
Yes.
for
வந்துடுறேன்.
the session. Rashmi, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, great. Yes.
We'll start by 11 o'clock, ma'am.
Yeah, sure. So shall I join, say, 5 minutes later? Or you want me to be on the line?
Yeah, if you have anything urgent, you can go and come back.
Otherwise, I'll just wait. I'll just wait and prepare for the session.
Okay,
I'll just
fine.
mute myself. I shall
Had your
mute myself.
breakfast? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay, you can mute you, ma'am.
Yes.
Good morning, participants. Kindly mute your microphone and turn off your videos to have a smooth session without any disturbance. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are on.
Yes, ma'am.
A request to all the participants. Uh, Kindly mute your microphone and turn off your videos to avoid the distractions in the session. morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning.
We'll wait for a few more minutes, ma'am. Let others
Yeah.
join.
Sure, ma'am.
A gentle reminder for all the participants. Kindly mute your microphone and turn off your videos for better quality bandwidth.
Anuradha, can we start now? She's there, huh?
Yes, ma'am. She joined earlier. Now, only 131 are there, ma'am. Shall we wait or start?
No, we'll start, they'll be joining, no? Meantime, we'll finish up all this welcome address with the.
Okay, fine, ma'am. We'll start. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for the webinar on communication skills. The greatest communication skill is paying value to others. No matter what the job you have in life, your success will be determined 5% by your academic credentials, 15% by your professional experiences, and 80% by your communication skills. Let us spend our time to enrich our communication skills by paying attention to our speaker, Dr. Rashmi Rekha Bora from B.Ed Chennai. It's a pleasure to invite Ms. Maria Suganti to welcome the gathering. Please, Maria.
Thank you, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. If you just communicate, you can get by. But if you communicate skillfully, you can work miracles. With this note, a pleasant morning to every one of you for being here with us today. It's my privilege to extend a cordial welcome to all on behalf of Faculty of Education, Dr. M.J. Educational and Research Institute. With tremendous pleasure, we welcome our chief guest, Dr. Rashmi Rekha Bora, Assistant Professor, School of Social Sciences and Language from Vellore Institute of Technology, Chennai. A hearty welcome to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
We express our sincere gratitude to our Honorable President, all the executives and Principal Ma'am for giving this opportunity to organize this student development program. We would like to welcome all the dignitaries, principals, professors and students from various colleges. We are bestowed to welcome our beloved students and all the participants for this fourth day student development program on communication skills. Once again, a congenial welcome to one and all present here. Thank you. Now I request Ms. Andamel Pavai to say a few words about our university.
Thank you, Maria. Aiming to bring out change and progress through education, Srimati Kannamal Educational Trust was constituted in the year 1985 and started Thai Mugambike Polytechnic College. Within 3 years of its instruction, Dr. MGR Engineering College was established in 1988 and Thai Mugambike College in 1991. Both the colleges acquired deemed university status in 2003 of Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute as per the orders of UGC, New Delhi, and MHRD, Government of India, New Delhi. ACS Medical College and Hospital, Velupanchavadi, Chennai, started in 2008, has been brought into the ambit as a constituent unit of deemed university through MHRD notification. The university has been accredited with A grade by NAC and it has been reviewed and recommended by statutory bodies UGC, NBA, AICTE and NCT. Certified with ISO 9001 2015. Currently, the university has bloomed into 14 different faculties. 16 MOU are signed for having better industry institute tie-up and for knowledge upgradation of students and for equipping them as industry fit. The university has an excellent track record in placement in leading software companies like TCS, IBM, Infosys, Ascendus, HCL. Students take their internship in foreign countries sponsored by our university. The Faculty of Education was established in 2005. It is a co-educational institution offering 2 years B.Ed course and produces 100% research and 100% placement. And students of B.Ed placed in various leading schools also. So this is about our university. Now I request Mrs. Vigneshwari to introduce about our chief guest.
Thank you, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Proceed.
It's my pleasure, more than a honor, to introduce the resource person of today's session, Dr. Rashmi Rekha Bora, Assistant Professor, School of Social Science and Languages from Vellore Institute of Technology, Chennai. Formerly, she was a corporate trainer. Her specialization areas are English language education and English for specific purposes. She has published more national and international journals. Her book, Personality and Personal Skill Development, is taught under Guwahati University syllabus. It's a privilege to have such a renowned person amidst us and immensely pleased to welcome you, ma'am, to hold the session on communication skills. The session is yours, ma'am, please.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, the organizers. Thank you very much. So my name is, as introduced, my name is Rashmi Rekha Bora. I'm from Guwahati, a place in Assam. And I have been working in B.Ed Chennai for the last, 5 years now. And I would like to, offer my hearty
regards and thank you for to the organizers for inviting me and give a deliberate on something which personally I feel it is very significant and relevant post COVID or during COVID. Why I say post COVID or during COVID, because we don't meet. This is a new normal. We meet on a virtual platform, right? We don't meet physically. We meet on virtual platforms. So I believe that we'll have to be more careful now. Since it's a virtual platform, we don't see each other. We'll have to be more meticulous on what kind of communication we engage into. So we'll have to be very precise and succinct in what we speak, what we write. So today we are going to, I shall deliberate upon something, which is very, like I said, which is very close to my heart. That is communication skills, but not as in what you are trying, you are understanding right now, like, types of communications, barriers of communication, why communication is important. I shall not delve into certain things which I assume that you know, right? I assume that you know. So I will be talking something deeper. Okay. Am I audible? The organizers, the conveners, if you can just tell me.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
You're clear.
Fine. Okay,
You can
thank
continue.
you. Okay, thank you. The participants, I would like to request you to mute your video and audio. Just turn off your video and audio because it's distracting. Otherwise, we can have a question answer session just after we are done with the done with the discussion. So we can discuss for 7 to 10 minutes. If the conveners agree, then we can have a question answer round session just right after I am done with my presentation. So before we begin, I shall start with my presentation. It is usual a PPT, but you'll find that how deeper things are post COVID. How deep is going to be now, since we don't meet. Okay, so let me start with the presentation. I'm sharing my slide. My slide is visible? I think so. Is it visible? Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, okay, thank you. The conveners, thank you so much. And I have been given just 1 hour, but 15 minutes gone past. So I think I'll be taking 10 minutes more from you because it's very difficult, to contain, such an important topic in just 60 minutes. So anyway, I'll rush into. So my topic is coaching for success, learning the art of effective communication. Learning the art, I'm not saying something else, I'm saying learning the art is an art, right? Learning the art of effective, not just communication skills, effective communication skills. Participants, you can mute your video and audio, please. Okay. Now, my agenda, today's agenda would be to take away your anxiety, your public speaking anxiety. Okay, and I'll be setting a few ground rules. It's very noisy. I think the conveners can just send a message in the chat box to just requesting the participants to mute their audio. It's very noisy. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So okay. So this is the new normal, This is the new normal. Am I audible? Am I visible? This is the new normal. Cliched now. Anyway, so my job today would be to take away the speaking anxiety, public speaking anxiety from your mind. Okay. And I shall be giving you some ground rules. Not the do's and don'ts that you get from the internet. No, from books, from academic research. Okay. From books and from academic research, certain ground rules that is going to eliminate your public speaking anxiety. And I'll go deep. Then you can speak spontaneously. Okay? then you can speak spontaneously. Now, I would like to request the audience to read this sentence and tell me, please try to understand the instruction first. I request the audience, the participants, to read this sentence and tell me how many sounds do you get? Fa. I'll read it for you. Finished files are the result of years of scientific study combined with the experience of years. So how many fa sound do you get in this slide? Anyone can just unmute yourself and give me the number of fa sounds. I'm sure, am I audible, right? Am I audible? If I'm audible, kindly respond.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You proceed,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am, you're audible.
Okay, so tell me how many, the participants, how many fa sounds do you get? Let it not be a one-way communication, let it be in a two-way. So I'm asking you a question, anticipating for a reply. Okay? Anticipating for a reply. How many fa sounds do you get? Yes, go ahead.
They have responded in the chat box, ma'am.
Yes, so can you just help me with the answers, because
Some 4, 3,
okay, all
5,
right.
6.
Okay, fine. All right. Okay, good. Great. Right. So let me see if I can. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. Right. So okay, you have used a chat box. So I don't go to the chat box, I was expecting that you would just raise your
We'll
voice.
help you,
Anyway,
ma'am. We'll
Yeah,
help you
thank
from
you.
the chat box.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So now, some of you have told me 5 and 3. Actually, it is 6. It is 6. I'll tell you how. Finished files are the result of see, scientific study of combined with the experience of years. So for 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see? Finished files are the result of years of, can you see? Of scientific study combined with the experience of 6. So this particular sentence, it carries 6 fa. But when we don't read it carefully, we find 3, or some of you might see 4 or maybe 5 for that matter, but not 6, right? This is the analogy, okay? This is the analogy, the perfect analogy of what we are going to do today. This is the analogy that we are going, because we could, now you're thinking, oh my God, yes, there are 6 fa. There are 6 fa. So I could have done better. Please try to understand, okay? I could have done better, but now I see how come I have missed 4. I see how come I have missed 4 fa. How come I have missed 2 fas? There are 6. Finished files are the result of, so you have missed off and this off. I'm sure you have missed this 2 off. So this is the analogy. That means it says we could have done better. Okay. So the context is you have to create. Now you could have done better. Sometimes there are no second opportunities. Sometimes there are no second opportunities. First impression is always the last impression. And if you go to corporate sectors, there is always the one first impression that you'll have to make. For that matter, if you give your resume or your say curriculum vitae, the research says, the survey says that the HR, they don't even take 30 seconds to select your resume or to reject your resume. The resume goes to the trash bin or it goes to the file. They take a veteran or an experienced HR will not take more than 30 seconds to go to flip the pages of your resume. So you have to create a brand. I'm coming why I'm saying this. So you'll have to create a brand. Now, when I say branding, personal branding, this is a process. Branding is a process. You'll have to shape up yourself. Design yourself. How I'm going to I shall talk about it. Just give you 5-10 minutes now. But I just want to create the understanding how deep is communication skills. It's not just about I know to speak English or primarily English. I know Tamil. Tamil is my mother tongue. Are you getting that? So we need to create a personal brand. And we are in the process of creating the brand. It's personal branding. So you'll have to audit yourself. Where I went wrong. I could have done better. But it not turned out the way I imagined. But unfortunately, or perhaps you may not get a second chance. So what do we need post-COVID now is your emotional agility, your emotional intelligence. Forget about your IQ. Forget about your 9-point CGPA. First, let us be human beings first. So, most of the people that talk about how human you are, how kind you can be, what is your role in building society? What is your role in building the community? So these are parts of communication skills. You may not agree with me. You might think, man, communication skills is all about speaking English. Because not only your tongue would speak, your entire body speaks. In this virtual platform, you cannot see me, but my words here on the screen, they do have a language. They do have a body language. Every word, every vocabulary that you use, every email that you draft, that you write, that you type on your machine, on your system, each and every word carries language, carries a body language. That's what I want to mean. So you should have emotional agility, community building spirit, to work in a team. Those things are part of communication skills, and I'll tell you why. So you have to learn the tactics and strategies so that you can influence the outcomes. You should think about your productivity now, post-COVID. I'm reiterating myself, I understand. I'm repeating myself, I understand. But this is important. You have to shape you have to redesign yourself now. Think about personal branding now. How to create a digital footprint. How to create your LinkedIn account. Now no one will talk about resume and curriculum vitae. Biodata is passé. Biodata is obsolete. It's archaic. No one talks about biodata now. We talk about resume. We talk about curriculum vitae. Trust my friends, my student friends here. Trust me if I say even resume and curriculum vitae would become passé. It's all about how you're creating a brand of yourself and how you're creating a digital footprint. So you'll have to learn to organize yourself first. Work for the community, work for the society, taking part in nation building. So those, it sounds big, but it starts from you. Why am I talking about nation building? It starts from you, my dear. Okay. Now, when you're talking about communication skills, it's all about spontaneous speaking. Now, when Geeta ma'am, she called me and I'm supposed to give us talk on communication skills. I had prepared. I have done my homework. I prepared the slides. I've read materials. I have done my homework, and this is planned speaking, which is very occasional. But day to day, we are more into spontaneous speaking, and that is very stressful. I wouldn't say it is easy. Okay, kuch to bolne, kuch to ho jayega. Avi, chumma. It doesn't happen. Spontaneous speaking is stressful. That's why we get this anxiety, public speaking anxiety. You have the words probably, but you don't know what words to say when. You have your opinions, you have the ideas, you have the knowledge, you have the awareness, you have the consciousness. Still, when I ask you, please come and speak on this, even me for that matter, professor of English, but I fumble sometimes. I'm a human being. Are you getting my point, friends? So spontaneous speaking definitely is stressful. And when I'm saying spontaneous speaking, of course, it is more common, as you know, because say if I ask you now, come on, introduce yourself or introduce your neighbor, introduce someone. the participants kindly mute yourself. We can have a question answer round just after I'm done with the presentation. We can have a Q&A. That's not the issue. Okay, we'll do it definitely, and I can share my slides with you. So don't worry about that. So when I'm saying spontaneous speaking, it can be, come on, introduce yourself. So it becomes stressful. You need to give feedback to someone, say to your colleague, to your peers. That's what we say, no? Horizontal communication, to your peers, to your friends, or say to your top boss, vertical communication, bottom up, or top down for that matter. So it becomes stressful, feedback. Or say, to talk in a group, or a group discussion session. Or you're supposed to speak in front of a public, in front of a group, or a small group for that matter. You get stressed because of spontaneous speaking. Or say Q&A. Oh my God, what questions the audience will ask? I might get stressed now. Okay, what questions my participants would ask? Okay, will I be in a position to answer them? So this is building up a stress. So yes, I'm not saying it is not stressful. Why? Because you'll be amazed to know. You'll be amazed to know that 85% people struggle with speaking in public. Don't bother about the language English. Primarily English, because that is a prestige language, international language. One of my students the other day, he was asking me, ma'am, why English is like a prestige language? Why not Tamil? Tamil is the oldest language in the world. Parallelly goes with Sanskrit, or maybe older than Sanskrit. But we should understand that 200 years or over 200 years, the Britishers ruled us, right? So we cannot forget that we were under tremendous pressure from the Western, from the Westerners, primarily the Britishers, and we could not get out of it. So you'll find that in Indians we are multilingual. We speak, not only one. Say in Germany they will speak only German. Czech Republic they will speak only Czech. Russians for that matter. Spanish, but not English. But as Indians, yeah, that is fortunately or unfortunately, English is our official language and second language, of course. But let me tell you, friends, it's a fact. And there was a survey. It says that 85% people struggle with speaking in the public. So they have public speaking anxiety. And what is left? What is left now? 15%. That means 15% they're saying, oh, we don't have any jitters. We don't have butterflies in the stomach while we speak. Oh, we are very confident while we speak. You're lying. Are you getting my point? That 15%, they're lying. It cannot be. Yeah, I will pretend. Now, Dr. Rashmi Bora, maybe I'm pretending that I'm not bothered, but I am. That's why I have done my homework. I've done my preparation well, so that I don't perform well. But still, I will. Are you getting my point? So this is nothing to worry. This anxiety is very common. It's very normal. So we are in this normal category. Okay. Now, this lady, Lily Lowndes, she said, there are two kinds of people in this life. Those who walk into a room and say, well, here I am. And those who walk in and say, there you are. So here I'm talking about your branding. How do you brand yourself? You cannot be self-centered. I, me, myself. I, me, myself. No, you can't be. You have to be more human to speak, to interact, to communicate. You have the gift of the gab. You can speak well. That doesn't mean, that should not make you selfish or self-centered. Let me speak, let me speak, let me speak. No. So that is why Lily Lowndes, I have read her book and I have referred this in my slide as well. You can hold this book, or if you have it in the library, that's well and good. It's a highly recommended book, bestseller, American writer. So she says, those who walk into a room and say, well, here I am, and those who walk in and say, there you are. So the second part, there you are, that means my botheration is about my audience. Now, I'm more concerned about my audience. I'm not bothered about me. I'm bothered about what my students want, what the participants want, what Geeta ma'am wants from me. So that is my concern. That should be my concern, not what I will speak. Are you getting my point? So my idea should be, my philosophy should be, what people want from? What's the need? What is the need? So when you speak, when you communicate, your idea should be, I should speak well. No, what they want to hear. This is one person whom I, revere, Simon Sinek. And he talks about the golden circle. I'll talk about it in 2 minutes. I'll be talking about Simon Sinek. He talks about the golden circle, and I'll give you examples. He says communication is not about speaking what you think. I repeat myself. Don't read it. Let me read it out. Read it aloud for you. He says communication is not about speaking what we think. Communication is about ensuring others hear what we mean. What does Simon Sinek means is, we should ensure that the audience should understand what we mean. That means we should not use jargons. We should not use ornamented language, fancy language. Oh my God, my English is like super. It is like out of the world. I speak like Martin Luther, because he was a very good orator. Right? So the point is now, whenever you go for public speaking or whenever you go for a small group, your idea should be what I can convey. What is the need? How I can convey best. So again, preparation. Your personal branding would work. How you're going to reflect yourself. How you're going to project yourself. How you're going to project your thoughts. Simon Sinek. Here, all my participants here, all my student friends here, please try to understand, communication is not just about speaking Tamil fluently or speaking Telugu fluently or speaking Bengali or Assamese fluently. It's not about how fluently you speak language. The point is, did you make a change? Did it help anyone?
No.
Did it contribute to something? So I want the participants to just mute yourself. We can have a Q&A session right after I'm done with this presentation, okay? Don't worry about it. Okay, so now here Simon Sinek gives 2 examples, and I want my student participants to just have a look at this. We make great computers. Attitude. See, we make great computers. They are beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. Want to buy one? So here I'm talking about what I manufacture. I manufacture cars. I manufacture computers. I manufacture car that is zero maintenance. Mileage is wonderful. So I'm talking about what and how I do it. As a manufacturer, my concern is now what I am making and how beautifully I'm doing it. Okay? We make great computers. They are beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. Want to buy one? But now here in this second example, and this is an example taken from Apple, iPhones, iMac or whatever. Apple, the company Apple. See there, now look at their philosophy. Look at their philosophy, my student friends here. Everything we do, we believe. Everything we do, we believe in challenging the status quo. We believe in thinking differently. The way we challenge the status quo is by making our products beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. We just happen to make great computers. Want to buy one? So here, I'm not talking about what at the first. I'm not talking about how at the first. I'm talking about why. It's not about I am doing this because I want to make more money. I want to be more wealthy. I want to be more richer than you. So the philosophy is, see, the same thing, computers, but see the way we can communicate. So here in the second example, taken from Apple, and Simon Sinek has given this example. He says, we should concentrate on the core. Why? Why you are communicating, not what you're communicating, how beautifully you're communicating. Let's try to understand, friends, why you are communicating. You'll see the difference coming down. So this is the golden circle. most of the time, most of the manufacturing companies, most of the education institutes, we are this, we are that, we have this much placement, we do that. They talk about what and how. No one talks about why. So communication is not about blah, 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 blah. Are you getting my point? It's not about how much you are speaking. Are you listening? No, we don't listen. We don't feel the need of listening. That's why we cannot speak. Take it from me, please. And it is not from what Dr. Rashmi Gora is saying. It is from academic research. We cannot speak because we don't listen. We don't read. So this is the golden circle. You may believe me, you may not, you may agree, you may disagree. But I can prove my point. I can prove my point that we think about what my education institute does, my education does this, placement is this much is this, smart classroom, blah blah, so much. But no one talks about why. So, what every organization on the planet knows what they do. Every organization, they know how they are doing it, how to make something special, how to make something different, they know it. But the very few organizations, institutes, forums, they know why they are doing it. And when I'm saying why, I'm not talking about, I'm doing this because I want to earn money. Why means what is the purpose? What is your belief? What is your philosophy? What is your idea? Why you are doing it? Why is the reason that is pushing you? That your inner feeling, your consciousness, the heart. That is communication skills, not language like scissors. You may not agree right now, but you'll agree. Now I'm coming down to a slide which is something which I thoroughly believe in, I deeply believe in. That is sharpen the saw. Now when your faculty is saying, when your teacher is saying, speak in English, communicate in English, do this, but they are not saying why you should do it. They will talk about what to do. Your superiors, your seniors, your parents, your teachers, most of us, I'm not generalizing of course, most of us, they say what to do and how to do. They will not say why to do. So it's your understanding. It's up to you to understand why I am doing it. So I'll give you an example now. In 20th century, when Hitler was, up to all this massacre thing going on, the genocide, the Jews were dying in the gas chambers, there was one soldier. Please try to understand. There was one soldier from the Hitler's army. He came and he pointed out to one person, hey, you there, come here. He was running and he was coming and the soldier told him, if you cannot, there was a huge piece of log, do you know log? A very hard piece of log. And he has given him an axe, the soldier. The soldier told him. And the Nazis, they got sadistic pleasures in killing the Jews, right? It was genocide, as you know. If you read history, you'll come to know what happened in the 1940s and 1930s. 2 global wars and the repercussions. So I'll not go into details. I'll not go into history. So the soldier he gave one saw, and he told this poor Jew, you'll have to cut this log in 2 hours. If you cannot do that, I will kill all the Jews those are standing behind you. I will kill all. There were 19 or 20. So there were 20 Jews standing behind him and very lean and thin. They were malnourished, right? Very ill-fed. So of course they were thin and lean, weak, unwell, sick. So this one, the soldier, very rude. He said, cut this log within 2 hours. Otherwise, I shall kill all the Jews, including you, after 2 hours. If I come back and if I don't see that a log is cut into 2 pieces. He left. The soldier left. This person, he was very scared. Now, the huge log and just 2 hours. So what he did, he took the saw and he started to sharpen the saw. And you see this saw? He started to sharpen the saw. And when he am I visible in my screen is visible, Geeta ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine, thank you. So now he started to sharpen the saw. Now once he was done sharpening the saw, it did not even take 20 minutes to cut the huge piece of log into 2 pieces. The soldier came back. The soldier asked, "Oh my God, well done. It did not even take 20 minutes for you to cut the piece of log. Well done." Then the soldier said, this is what is called sharpening the saw and sharpening the tools that you have. To succeed, to reach the goal, you have to be proactive. You should know, where is my vision, where do I need to reach, and how do I go about it? So rather than cribbing and slogging, you should be smart worker. You should be smart worker. So sharpening the saw. And this concept was brought by a person named Stephen Covey, and his book is an American writer again, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This is the book that he has written, and in that book, he talks about sharpening the saw. Sharpen your skills, your tools, your skills, what you're good at. Try to hone your skills. Try to be best in what you do. Practice, prepare, do your homework. That's what is important. Communication skills. See how I'm linking it now. So we have to go deeper. So Stephen Covey, in his book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, he gives 7 habits which makes a person a leader. When you lead others, you don't follow others, you lead. Are you getting my point? You lead. Whether in communication skills, whether in your workplace, at home front, with your personal relationship, everywhere, you lead. You don't follow, you lead. How? Because you're proactive. Because you know this is the end that I want. You have the end in mind. And you have a checklist. This is 1, 2, 3. This is what I'm going to do. I shall read the newspaper, just editorial, not the entire newspaper, just editorial, for 5 minutes. So you are making a list in your mind. I'm not asking you to use a piece of paper and a pen. Scribble nothing. You have to be resilient. You cannot have communication skills right in your fingertips, in a snap of a finger. Snap of a finger and you are a very good orator. It doesn't happen that way. There's no shortcut. There is no shortcut. You like it or you don't like it. There is no shortcut. And there is no place for mediocrity. Post-COVID, the socio-political, the geopolitical scenario is going to change. The socio-economic scenario is going to change. So you cannot, be happy with mediocrity. It will not help you. It is not going to help you. It's not going to, if you allow me to say, it will be a damn disaster. So you'll have to prioritize. This is the end. I'll have to be proactive, out of the box thinking. I have a goal of achieving that, and this is the 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do this. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So you'll have to put first thing first, and don't discuss people. Discuss ideas. Don't be with friends who talks about all the negative things. Oh my God, COVID is going to kill all the people in Tamil Nadu. They're going to kill people in Mumbai, in West Bengal. We are all going to die. Their apocalypse is coming. We'll be under the grave. Don't be with those kind of people who talks rubbish, who who talks toxic things, who talks negative, and who talks people. You know that boy, he ran away with that person. That this girl ran away with that boy. This my HOD, she is not good at anything. It's faculty, he doesn't know anything. So don't discuss people. Discuss ideas. Brainstorming. Talking with people. And people means not only to your peers, not only to your top boss, everyone. Community building. In Tamil there is a word, kupakari, where the rat pickers, they come and clean. Be friendly with them. So you're building a community there. That helps you in building your skills, communication skills. Because you're building bond. You're building a rapport. That is important. Not how thick is your dictionary. Doesn't matter how thick is your dictionary. So think win-win. Think for a society. Think for a community. Think for community building. Those are parts of communication skills. Because not only your lips and mouth and your vocal cords speak, your entire body speaks. Do you know that? And I'll tell you why. And I'll prove it. I'll not only tell you, I'll prove it. So, seek first to understand, then to be understood. First, try to understand others. Then, ensure that others understand you. That is later. Oh, no one understands me. Oh my God, self-pity. First, listen. Quiet. Silent. Listen. Try to understand what others are saying. Then you can improve your skills. Then, Stephen Covey talks about synergize. Meet people, brainstorming, talk good things, be positive, respect your faculty, your teachers, they are gurus. Don't assume they don't know anything. Students nowadays, they think they know everything. Sorry to say, but geopology. They know everything because they have the Google Master G. I don't know, maybe, you'll be, you'll be pelting stones at me. Thank God it's a virtual platform. But we'll have to synergize. So finally, this is sharpening the saw. So we have to work on our skill set. Work on your skill set. So when I said our body is 55%. So most of it is non-verbal communication. And this is not what Dr. Bora is saying. This is academic research says. Please try to understand. My student friends here in MGR. It is mostly, please mute yourself, friends, student participants, please mute yourself. It is very distracting. You can ask me questions. I'm reiterating. You can ask me questions, any issues, any challenge that you're facing right now, we can sort it out. Okay? I have another, say, 4 to 5 slides and I'll be done. Don't worry. So I was talking about verbal communication. Okay, how good you speak, your gift of a gap, your vocabulary, how strong it is, how stylish it is, how ornamented it is, just like Shashi Tharoor. You don't need that. If you're not a human being, no one will listen to you. So most of it is your non-verbal communication. And in this pie chart, you can see that 55% is your body movements, your gestures, your postures, your eye contact, how you're smelling, whether you're thinking. We're getting that point. So there are many things there are elements which is a part of communication skills, not only verbal, it can be non-verbal. And most of it is non-verbal. 38 is voice, your quality of your voice, the way you pitch, the tone of your voice. Okay, 38% on your pitch of your voice, and 7% only what you speak. It's very, very surprising. It's very surprising. It's very surprising. The 7% alone is. I request the participants to mute yourself, please. It's a request from my side. Kindly mute your audio. All of you, kindly mute your audio. It's very distracting, and I have just 10 to 15 minutes. I'll have to wind it up, and we won't meet again. So I want to give the best that I could, best that I can. Okay, fine. Thank you. So what I was talking about is 7% just 7% is about your what you're speaking, your vocabulary, the stock of words. That means it suggests that most of it is non-verbal communication. That is why another American writer, Dale Carnegie, he talks about, like I said, 85% is people, we have this anxiety, public speaking anxiety, or because like I said, mostly we engage in spontaneous communication, not planned communication, right? In my previous slide, I told you that most of the time we engage ourselves in spontaneous communication, not planned communication. This is a planned communication. But most of the time, it doesn't happen. So Dale Carnegie, he talks about this ratio 85, public speaking anxiety, and this 15% who they are lying. Even that means all of us, we have this jitter. We have this butterfly in the stomach when we go in front of a public. So he talks about two things here. I'll just concentrate on two things. He talks about importance of communication skills, which we should have, and one, he talks about work ethics. And here in this work ethics, he talks about why we should be more human, why we should think about others, how we should lift others, not backbite. Those things will make your brand. Those things helps in the process of your branding. And because you are not just Mr. X, you are Mr. X who represents an organization, right? Say, if Rashmi delivers a lecture which is very poor, and feeble, which is not at all relevant, the organizers, the conveners will think that something is wrong with VIT. Because I am representing my university. I'm proud to be a VITian. I am representing my university, so I have to give my best. So see the build-up. So it is not just Mr. Y or Miss Y talking or speaking. Something behind me. So I'm responsible for it, and I will have to take the responsibility. So my ethic, my work ethics, my communication skills in a way which will show that I am not a follower, just a follower. I'm a listener, and I'm also leading somewhere. So I should have the people skills. People skills is equal to soft skills. Your emotional intelligence, not about IQ. Most of the time, it's not about IQ. It's about how emotional you are. How much agility do you have? Emotional agility do you have? What are your analytical skills? These are the entire bundle of it's a package. So communication skills is not about learning the grammar part, Grammar comes much later, because when you were in your mother's womb, when you were a toddler, your mother did not teach you Tamil grammar or your Telugu grammar or Assamese or Bengali grammar. That is spontaneous, right? So it's mostly about people skills. Please try to understand. Communication skills is not about the language that you are delivering. It's more than that. It's very deep. It's very deep. Unless you understand how deep it is, it is difficult. So, and I'll be winding up. Just give me 7 minutes more. So here we are talking about rapport building. See, I'm talking about communication, effective communication skills. I'm not talking about grammar anyway. That is a part of it. A very small part. Very small part of it. Let me tell you, friends, a very small part of it. Syntactically, you're correct. Semantically, you're correct. Structurally, okay. But if there is no feeling, you won't have, no one will listen to you. No one will listen to you. So we should build this pyramid now. This pyramid. Rapport building. Relationship building. Sharing your ideas, not talking about people. Talking ideas. Don't be with toxic people, negative people. No. Positive. Win-win. Stephen Covey says, win-win. Don't listen to anything negative. Yeah, be aware. Be aware. This is what happened in Kerala today. This is what happened, in Dubai today. This is what happened in the United States. This is the COVID. Okay, this is the awareness is important. get into your nerves. It shouldn't get into your nerves. So we should give importance to rapport building, relationship building, sharing your emotions, your ideas, sharing information. Concealed talent have no reputation. So if you have talent, project it. Project it. Don't be shy. And don't bother about what others will think. Don't bother about what others will feel. Give your positivity. Everything will be fine. Don't give negative things. Give positivity. And you will get back the same. Give negative, you'll in return, you'll get negative. So share facts, share information, talk with people, make friends, brainstorming. Even if you're introvert, that's okay. That's no harm at all. So there's a pyramid that we should get into our mind. So, like I said, communication skills is not about how good you present, what is your, how thick is your dictionary, how well you can speak. It is about negotiation skills. It is about your business writing skills. It is about how you can influence others, how you can inspire others. What kind of cross-cultural communication you can, pursue. I'm from North India. You cannot say North India, they don't know anything